UFC Fight Night. Moreno versus Kavanagh. Full card predictions. This is going to be my early full card predictions. I'll probably drop my more in-depth. If my opinions change or if any fights change, I'll update you guys on that as we get closer to the fights. But these are my early predictions on this card. Starting with the early prelims, ending with the main event. Boys, I'm going... I don't even know. Both these guys are coming off the Contender Series. These guys are honestly pretty nasty. If you don't know, the 2025 Contender Series, just like the guys coming off the Contender Series in 2025 are all nasty. Like, all of them. The freshman class is nasty. They're all undefeated in the UFC. I'm curious as to why they're kind of putting both these guys against each other, especially since, they're coming off the Contender Series, so you would want them to fight a contender. But it's kind of hard to predict this fight because Wes Schultz is more of a grappler. He's more of a grappler. He has some KOs, but he's majority sub, and he got a nasty submission win against... I'm forgetting the guy's name, but he got on the Contender Series. He got like a banana split, this like fucking knee bar or some shit. It was nasty. I think it was that. But Pinas, don't say that name too fast. Kind of sounds a little AO, but Pinas, whatever. Bro, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't really rate him too highly. He got his knockout on the Contender Series. Both these guys are coming off first round KOs, but I'm gonna favor just the grappling in Wes Schultz. Like, I don't think he's gonna be able to hang with Pinas, like in the striking, obviously, right? But I think he could do his thing with the grappling, And I wouldn't rate Pinas's like grappling defense so highly. You know what I mean? He's never been subbed, and he's never really lost either. His loss is an illegal kick. So I don't really know, to be honest. I'm kind of torn between this, especially the first fight of the night. Boys, stay away from this. I'm not really too... These guys are just really untested, relatively. But I'm going to have to lean the grappler in this situation. But something's telling me Pinas is going to win, so... damn, I don't know. I'm going to go Pinas. I'm going to just say Pinas wins. But we got to see what that takedown defense looks like. Moving on up the card, we have Eric Silva versus Francis Marshall. Bro, Eric Silva is 38 years old. Francis Marshall, he got robbed against Myron Santos. I can't believe they actually gave Myron Santos that as well. He mixes it up well, decent on the feet. I can't really say, I don't really have anything bad to say. I don't rate Eric Silva highly, man. And he hasn't fallen a little bit. He's been pretty inactive. Hasn't fought since 2024 on a 2-fight losing streak. Just really hasn't found his groove in the UFC. So I'm just going to have to side with Francis Marshall. He's like a minus 500 favorite. I don't know about that. I don't think Silva's going to win, but I think minus 500 is a little, 550 a little bit too much for Francis Marshall. Now we got Sofia Montenegro. Fine ass, Sophia, fine ass. Where's Nesta carrot cake? Carrot cake. It's carrot cake. If y'all know, y'all know that's carrot cake. I want to go Sophia so bad because she's bad as Nah, let me stop. I'm gonna have to go Nesta carrot cake, bro. She's so big for this division. She's 5'9". Sophia's 5'6", and Ernesta just knows how to fight at distance. But what I don't like, first off, Sophia's also coming off the Dana White Contender Series. And she got signed off a loss. So that just tells you that she's good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say she got robbed that fight, but that was a nasty fight. I'm just going to have to go carrot cake because she's 5'9", in the flyweight of women, flyweight division. And she just knows how to keep people at bay, just fight at longer range. But if Sofia Montenegro can mix in the grappling, she could win this. But I'm going to have to go carrot cake. Should be a good fight, and I actually want Sofia to win because I just feel like she has more potential to make it more interesting. Moving on up the card, we have Douglas Silva de Andrade versus Javier Reyes. Now, boys, I'm so torn in this fight because, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I was off the rip. I was like, dude, Douglas is gonna fucking lose. Javier came off another one. 2025 freshman class coming off the Contender Series. I'm kind of torn because Douglas, like, I'm looking at it right now just to, like, remind myself. He lost to Rob Font. He lost to Peter Yan, Lerone Murphy, Said Nurmagomedov, and Miles Jones. You take away that Miles Jones loss, his losses are pretty elite. The thing that's standing out, though, to me at least, is this guy's 40 now. He's 40 years old, fighting Javier Reyes, coming off a knockout in the Contender Series. I just think it's the age, but even at that, like he was losing to let's say Nurmagomedov for like 37. It's not a bad loss. Saeed's like a tough matchup for a lot of people. So other than that, I mean, if it wasn't for age, I would say Andrade keeps this close, and don't be surprised if he keeps it a little closer. It doesn't. He might be 40, right? Listen, and in Brazil they'd be lying about the age. I think this guy's like 40 something. He might be in the mid 40s. So I just like Javier Reyes coming from Colombia. You never know. They want to tap into that market. And Sofia Montenegro. Listen, boys, do not be surprised if, like, a lot of these people from different countries start winning. Like, Argentina, you got Colombia. Like, these people are going to win. They want to tap into that market. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm listening. You didn't hear. I'm not saying the fights are rigged. I didn't say that. I'm just saying, you know, Colombia, that might be the first Colombian fighter, bro. So I'm going to go Javier Reyes. Now we move on. Christian Quinones versus Chris Moutinho. I feel so bad for this guy, bro. Chris Moutinho, he's the one that got masterclass. He's the guy with the green hair against Sean O'Malley. Got beat up badly. Then he gets knocked out by Malcolm Wellmaker. And, like, now he's going to fight Christian Quinones. Christian Quinones is not, like, really good. He has decent striking. But it's like, man, this guy cannot catch a break. It's like killer after killer after killer after killer. It's like, and he got slipped bad by Malcolm Wellmaker. But I just can't pick him in this fight. Christian Quinones is like a minus 500. I don't agree with that. Yeah, man, this is gonna be a good fight. This is gonna be a really good fight, actually. I'm pretty excited for that. Pretty excited for this fight. I think there's gonna be a scrap, and we're definitely gonna see a finish. Moving on up the card, yes, we all wanted to see Aylin Perez back in that octagon. She's versing Macy Chiasson. Boys, you know. Like, who am I to go against Aylin Perez? I picked her. She hasn't fought like a year, but I picked her in her last fight. She was a plus 200-something underdog. That was an easy snag. All jokes aside, a lot of people might know Aylin Perez because, you know, she shakes her, you know what I'm saying? She shakes a little something. She got the gyats, but she is a really good wrestler, and she knows how to get the fight to the ground. A little ground and pound. She does have a couple subs as well. Macy Chiasson, I had her in her last fight to win, and she just didn't perform, man. I'm forgetting who exactly she lost to. She didn't look good in that fight. I'm not really, I guess you could say, fond of her. I just don't like it, man. I think Aylin Perez is gonna have the crowd on her side. She has like kind of like a thirsty male, I guess you could say, like, demographic. So I'm going to go Aylin Perez, bro. I think she gets it done. I think she holds down Macy. I think Macy's better, of course. But I also thought Cara Rosa was better. Cara Rosa, Aylin Perez held her down. She got her up out of there. Macy. Nah, let me stop. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like her sense of urgency, her fight IQ sometimes. I don't know. I'm going to have to go Aylin Perez. Now, moving up the card. You guys gonna hear me? Oh, dude, another Dana White Contender Series guy? No shit. Like, bro, like I said, these Dana White Contender Series guys are nasty. And I actually bet on Ryan Gondra to win in his debut, and he did his thing, man. How does Jose Daniel Medina have a job? I think he's on a I don't even know. Let's double check this right now. I think he's on like a 5-fight losing. He's on a 4-fight losing streak, coming off back-to-back first-round finishes. He's never won inside the UFC. How does this guy have a job? He's 11-6, and then now he has to face Ryan Gondra. Like, don't get me wrong, Jose Daniel Medina has a chin on him, but Ryan Gondra has a sub. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. I think Jose's going to get finished. If he doesn't get finished, he's about to get master class, bro. He just doesn't really have hands. He's just there to be hit. I think Ryan Gondra's going to do just that to him. Moving on up the card, we have Santiago Luna versus Angel Pacheco. Santiago Luna is nasty, bro. He is nasty. I'm forgetting who exactly he beat. Hold on, let me just double check. He made his last-minute debut against Q Lee. And that's a decent opponent. Knocked him out in the first round. Like, literally, last-minute opponent. I'm pretty sure, like, it just gave him, like, a random. Literally, Santiago Luna was the random. Came in, sparked him round one. And he's a crisp striker, bro. For bantamweight, 5'9" at bantamweight. And Angel Pacheco's coming down in weight. He's 0-2 in the UFC, and this is a hard matchup for him, man. This is a hard matchup for him. Santiago Luna doesn't really have to worry about any of the grappling, so I don't think that's gonna be a factor in this. But geez, man, that was a solid debut, first round knockout. Looked really good in his debut. I'm going to have to go him. Moving on up the card, Emmanuel Rodriguez. This guy is nasty. Coming off the Dana White Contender Series, he's pretty short. He's 5'4", and this is flyweight, so he can, kind of get away with that. But he's still pretty short, But if you don't know, this guy took Joseph Morales to a split decision. Joseph Morales is in the UFC, like, killing people right now. He's doing his thing, but he lost a split decision. If you don't know who Joseph Morales is, he just subbed Matt Schnell like a nasty crucifix into a guillotine. He took him to a split decision. In his UFC, in his Dana White Contender Series debut, sparked the guy first round. Bro, I don't know, bro. It's just like, and his hands just look elite. And if it wasn't for Joseph Morales, who's elite, in my opinion, he would have been undefeated right now. And Kevin Borjas lost to Joshua Van, lost to Costa, lost to Sumadarji. He struggles with these fighters that are in your face. Always going to be in your face, always kind of hitting you with it, And I actually had him in that Sumadarji fight. I thought he was going to win, but Emmanuel Rodriguez, man, he's just aggressive, in your face, and I think he actually knocks out Kevin Borjas in this fight. I think he knocks him out. I'm going to go Emmanuel Rodriguez. I think he gets it done. And I also think Santiago Luna gets it done. For the prelims, I'm not too sure. I think Ryan Gondra gets it done. Christian Rodriguez gets it done. And I think Pinas can get a KO. But I think Emmanuel, I'm pretty high on him, bro. I think he gets a finish in this. Then we got Edgar Charrières versus Felipe Bunes. Felipe Bunes, he's coming off that smudge decision against Rafael Estevam. Not really anything happening there. Edgar Charrières, man, I was actually picked against him. I picked against him. I thought he was going to lose to CJ Ferreira. And he submitted him in round one. And Edgar Charrières' last loss was to Joshua Van. So it's kind of hard to not go Edgar Charrières. I feel like this fight might be a little boring. Could be a banger of a fight. We'll just have to see, to be honest, man. We'll have to see, to be just to see. But what am I saying? But I'm gonna go Edgar Chairez. I think. Listen, Mexico fight night. Come on. Then we have Daniel Huber versus King Green or Bobby Green. Gonna have to go Daniel Huber. Am I really going Daniel Huber, bro? Huber. He's lost back-to-back fights when he's always a minus 500 dog, bro. The bookies love to just suck him dry. He was like a minus 300 against, or like a minus 200 against Esteban Ribovics. A loss split decision. Minus 700 against crackhead Michael Johnson. Lost. I literally seen Michael Johnson on the A train in New York. I literally seen him on the A train not too long ago, bro. Daniel Huber doesn't do good with loopy shots, straight punches. And King Green, if he puts his hands up, could win. I'm just not too fond of Daniel Huber, bro. Like where's the knockout power, bro? Where's the knockout power, bro? I get it. You're Mexican. You have a really good chin. He's kind of a decision merchant. The only way this someone gets a finish is if Bobby Green does something, you know? And I honestly think he's a decent dog in this fight, but he's just old. He's getting up there. But geez, I don't think Daniel Huber should be minus 500. That's ridiculous. He just got fraud checked by Michael Johnson and Esteban Ribovics. So I'm not really too hype. I don't really like the price tag on him. I think this fight maybe goes to decision, but do what you will with that information. Then we have David Martinez versus Marlon Vera. And it's just hard to pick Chito Vera, man. It's hard to pick Chito Vera in 2026. What I don't like is how short David Martinez is. 5'5". That's kind of concerning, but he just hits hard. I don't like Marlon Vera in 2026, man. The way he fights, it's kind of flat-footed. He's kind of low output. He's there to be hit. The head movement's not there, and I think David Martinez can just take advantage of that. He beat Rob Font, and I think he was an underdog in that fight, and he knocked out a couple people in his last fight. He knocked out, I think, Simon Oliveira, but that wasn't really a crazy knockout. He got knocked out a whole bunch of times, but I like David Martinez in this fight, bro. I'm just not really too fond of Marlon Vera, man. I think it's just head movement's not there, and I think David Martinez can take advantage of that. Moving on up the card, this matchmaking makes no sense. We got Brandon Moreno versus Loner Kavanagh, who just got slept badly against Charles Johnson, the gatekeeper, but can't beat a veteran. So, yeah. I'm going to go Brandon Moreno. He's a minus 240 right now. Come fight it, I expect him to be a minus 300, maybe minus 350. Brandon Moreno, bro, I don't really have anything to say. He's ex-champ. We all know Brandon Moreno. He lost to Taylor. You could honestly, I also had Taylor in that fight, but you could honestly argue early stoppage. I could definitely see that. Definitely, I could say early stoppage. But yeah, man. I don't think Brandon Moreno. First of all, Taylor's the first person ever to finish Brandon Moreno, but I think Brandon Moreno's chin is still good. I just think he's better than Loner Kavanagh everywhere. And Loner Kavanagh is coming off a bad KO loss. This is like a gift from the UFC to Loner Kavanagh. Hey, bro, jump the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Because he does have star potential, but it's just Brandon Moreno's experience. The way Brandon Moreno slowly picks you apart over the long run. I think it's either I think I could just see a masterclass decision by Brandon Moreno. I think he's just gonna do enough to get it done. I think the jab's gonna stay in his face. I think Lona Kavanagh is not used to going 5 rounds. This is Brandon Moreno territory. I'm going to go Brandon Moreno. And that's it, boys. Let me know what you guys think about these predictions in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this with a friend. Follow us on Instagram. And I'm out.